Hello friends, welcome back to your channel Stock Dr. RR. In this channel, we do pure technical analysis of US as well as Indian stock market. So today we are going to analyze US indexes quickly and some of the commodities. And before we go ahead and do the analysis, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe to this channel, hit the notification icon so that in future all my videos which I am going to post in the future, you are going to get the notification of it and it will benefit you. So let's go and see the cnbc.com first and see where the futures are trading. Okay, so DAX was down by 0.4%, CAC by 0.1%. Okay, Asia was Nikkei was down by 0.5%, Shanghai by 0.1, Shanghai by 1%, HSI by 0.83%, KOSPI by 0.9%. So Asia was quite down, Europe was quite down, okay, and Dow US futures are like Dow future is unchanged, S&P future is up by 0.04, Nasdaq by 0.13, okay, oil is by 0.5% down. So looks like US market is going to open flat, and in the intraday it might go down because Asia and Europe, they gave some fall. So we will go and see the chart quickly and understand what market is trying to do. So last week I posted about outlook of Nasdaq, Dow Jones, gold, silver, crude oil, and natural gas. So Dow and Nasdaq hit our first support, where we mentioned that uh, we gave the levels where till what point it can go, and it achieved our first support and then reversed from there, right? So let's do analysis of Nasdaq 100, and it's in future. So futures are trading now. Okay, so let's see from the day time frame. Okay, we will just scroll back and see how it gave the movement, right, from March 2020, continuously trading up. And now here let us go to the current structure. So uh, as I remember, for Nasdaq 100, I gave the first support level of 15,700 on the closing basis. So you see here 15,700, the index came to 15,700, it closed near that, and then it gave the bounce back from there. And now you can see here 22nd November 2021 and 19th November 2021, right? This was Friday and this was Monday. This is the top now, right? Now top is at around 16,600. Okay, so index is facing resistance near this level. Why? It's very simple. You can see here right now, here is the level of 16,600, right? And this is also 16,600, right? So on Monday, index reached almost near the resistance. Tuesday, it went up above the resistance in the intraday but closed below that. And now today, and on the Wednesday also, on the Wednesday, I mean today it is trying to go towards the resistance. I mean, it touched almost 16,590 or something, and now trying to hover between that levels, right? So it's very clear that index is having a very strong resistance around 16,600. So if we want to initiate any longs, right, then definitely we need to see if this index is trying to close above 16,600. Okay, then we are in the safe zone to take a longs. So if we do the hourly analysis also, you can see it clearly. See, this is the level 16,600. Okay, I would consider it. The index is bullish if for 2 to 3 hours. Okay, it is trading above 16,600. So right now you can see here, it is facing resistance here, and it is trying to push above that. Now if you see here, this is a kind of breakout the index has given, right? This is we can consider as a wedge pattern. Index gave a breakout here, right, on this candle, and now uh, it is hovering near that level. Now there is a possibility that index can come back to the level where it gave a breakout, which is around 16,400, right, which is here. And from here, okay, it might give a bounce back, right? This is the first condition. Or second is might be from it starts closing above 16,600, okay, and start going up from here, right? So to me, I would really wait and watch. Either I will watch for the 16,600, or I will watch for a 16,400 to 16,300 level. If it comes here and take a U-turn from here, then I will think of considering the buying, right? So again, we are not short seller in this market. If you have seen my last video, here also I said that bears are in the market, but I didn't say to sell any stock. In this video also, right, the 8 days ago, the video which I posted, I gave all the levels of the stocks, where they are. I mentioned clearly that all the stocks are trading above EMA, exponential moving average 200. So if the stock is trading above EMA 200 and the index is also trading above EMA 200, means still the or still index is bullish, still the stock is bullish. So right now also I am still bullish on the index, okay, because it has given a breakout, okay, on the wedge pattern, and the targets will be again very big. So if it starts closing and trading above 16,600, then the first target would be 16,750, which is the all-time high, and then it can go around 17,000, then 17,300 and 17,500. These are the minimum closest target. We'll talk about the higher targets later, but first let's see how this index is going to perform in the coming days. Now this is a weekly chart. On the weekly chart also, if you see here, the weekly high is here. Now I am expecting that once this index start closed, I mean once this index close above this weekly high, right, the weekly high is here closing, right, this, if it close above this weekly high, then definitely we will confirm that we are again bullish, right, on the index, right, that is around 16,600. So I hope we all are clear about where US 100 is going to go. The next is Dow Jones. Okay, so see the view of the Dow Jones, right? And Dow Jones is clearly trading above this support area, right? And the Dow Jones was having this resistance area, right? This is the trend line resistance, the black line. And if you see here, in the nearest, nearest time frame, okay, this is a day candle. In the nearest time frame, the Dow Jones was facing this resistance, trend line resistance, right? And on Monday it broke that, so it broke both, right? This was the trend line resistance on the bigger time frame. This was the trend line resistance, right, the two green candles on the shorter time frame. It closed above that, right, on the Monday. On the Tuesday it tried to close above all time high, right? This is the all time high closing here, and it tried to close above all time high. And today, now it is trying to create a doji candle. So same thing here, Dow Jones is also facing resistance near 36,400, right? So resistance is, you know, at 100 points from here. So this is very crucial point. Okay, let's try to understand here. Now, unless and until Dow Jones, you know, start closing above this line, we will be cautious, right? See, our view is still bullish, but we will be cautious because we don't want to enter at the top, right? Because if we enter at the top and then index go down, then definitely we will be in trouble. So now my thought process is either, you know, once Dow Jones starts trading and closing about 36,400, then we should initiate the new longs from here. Or if Dow Jones, you know, come back from where it gave a breakout, right, like this levels, and then take a U-turn, then we are in a good position to add the stocks which have good weightage on the Dow Jones, or Dow futures also we can, you know, buy and we can hold them. So now which level we are trying to talk about? We are saying about uh 35,900 and 35,800, right? 35,900 and 35,800. So okay, let me show you here. 35,000, sorry, I'm sorry, 36,000 and 35,900. This is the range. If the index come here, right, then that is the best, you know, entry point, where, you know, from where we can initiate a long and then write the position. All right. And once the stock or index, you know, once the index starts trading below 35,900 continuously, then first support is coming around 35,650. Second support is coming around 35,350, right? And the next is 34,800, right? So this is the crucial level, but I think Dow should give some, you know, I mean, it should give some correction till this point here and then take a U-turn from here. Okay, so we will watch for those levels. The next thing we have is S&P 500. S&P 500, you can see on the day chart, right, how nicely it is trading into this very, you know, nice channel, right, from almost, you know, September 2020, right? Let's come into the nearest time frame. Okay, here you can see the S&P 500 has a very strong support area between 4,500 to 4,550, right? The 50 point is the very strong support area. And recently, like on the Monday, it closed above all-time high, right? And on Tuesday it broke above all-time high, right? And now today on the Wednesday it is, you know, facing some small correction here, right? Now this index had the resistance around 4720 and 4740. This was the resistance area, right? And it broke above that. Now what are the targets? The first target would be definitely for this index is around the channel's high. Now channel high is coming around, you know, 4860 to 4870, right? You know, the 4860 here or 4870, right? So I mean, either it can go like this, right, directly, or it can give some pullback, you know, because from here it gave a breakout, right? Let it retest the breakout and, you know, start its journey upside again. Okay, so I think it should give some, you know, retest from here and then it should go up again. Okay, so watch out for these levels. Now if this index you know, starts trading below 4700, then definitely it will come back into the channel, right? And then, you know, high probability that it can, you know, come down again like this. So 4700 is the strong support at this point of time, and the target is, you know, what I mentioned, the target is 4860 to 4880 should be the target. But first it should, you know, give some reversal and then start its journey again. This is what I think. Let's see how it goes. The next index we have is gold. So gold, you know, if you have seen in my last video, I clearly mentioned that, you know, gold can go back to 1810, and then it can go, and if it starts trading and closing above that, then it can go around 1840 and above. So see, right now gold is in the similar trend, right? If it comes around 1760, just buy it, sell it at 1810. If it comes to 1810 and not staying there, then sell it and buy back near 1760. So currently gold is in this tight range. Okay, I will be buying gold personally once it starts trading above 1870, right? So this is the trend line, wrong long term trend line, right? So I will be buying gold once it starts trading above 1870, because I am looking for this kind of candle, right? Breakout candle. And this will be the breakout for the longer time zone, and then the story of gold will be changed. I mean, my target will be around 2100 from here, so I am waiting for that level. Otherwise, if gold starts trading below 1760, right? If it starts trading below 1760 like this, then definitely it is going to show us 1680, and then 1600, and then 1520 and 1480, right? So these are the two ideal buys for the gold, right? The first is above 1870, right? Or it should be, one should add gold near 1600 and 1480, right? If gold comes this much down, then there will be a lot of uh, implications in the economy, and multiple things are going to happen, right? So we will not talk about this lowest levels, but yes, we will watch for these levels. The next index we have is commodity we have is silver. If you have seen my last video right here, 9 days ago, which I posted, I clearly mentioned that silver has a very good support in this area, and it should give a bounce back till $23. So from $22 it gave a bounce back to $23, right? As I mentioned in the video, and which gave us the exact let's say 5% upside on the silver, right, after the recommendation. So same thing again, now it touched its high, and it is not sustaining there. So it might come back towards its support, right? Take the support one more time, and then take a u-turn from here, and till this point. But actual uh, long term targets for the silver will be big once it starts trading above $24 like this, right? Then the immediate target would be 25.50 and $27, and then $28, and then $29. Targets are very huge, right? And same way, if it breaks below this support area, right, this support area, then the first target is 19.90, and then $18, right? We will talk about those targets when once it break these levels. The next commodity we have is crude oil. Crude oil, I am not seeing anything special here, but yes, you can see there is one resistance around this area, right? $76. You can see here the resistance was here before. It broke resistance and then went up. Right now it is it is facing the resistance near here, because you can see on Tuesday it closed with the doji candle, right? And today it's a red candle. Now if this commodity starts trading above $76, right, then it can go towards $78, right? But if it is not trading above $76, means it is having the resistance, right? at $76, then it can come back towards $74, right? And it can come back to the level from where it gave a breakout, right? I mean, still, $22.5, and then again it can, take a U-turn from here, right? So watch out for these levels. I mean, one can, initiate a short position, right? With a small stop loss of, zero point 0.5 uh, 0.50 cents, because right now it is trading at 75.5, right? And one can keep a stop loss around $76 on the closing basis. If it close above $76, just come out of the position. Else one can, wait for the $74. So it must be almost $1.5. Risk is $0.5 and reward is $1.5. The next is natural gas. Natural gas, I mentioned here that having a very strong support around 3.60. It came to that level and bounced back from here. Now natural gas, there is no clear, pattern here, but uh, this natural gas is having again a strong support around 3.6, and unless and until it is not breaking 3.6, high probability that it can go back to 4.21, and if it stays above that, then it can go back to 4.50. All right, so this is all about indexes and commodities. uh, I hope this video might have helped you to understand what you need to do with your investments and your trading. And in case you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and give comment and like the video and share with your friends and family members. And not last but not least, let's learn and earn together. Thank you.